MarketStrategy.com.
Hello again, and welcome to our look at the upcoming week of January 26th. And in front of you, I have the economic calendar as per usual. And we have a couple announcements worth watching on Monday. German IFO Business Climate Index, anticipated to be at 106.3. That, of course, gives you an idea of how business is perceived doing in Germany, which moves the DAX, obviously, and the euro, as Germany is, without a doubt, the biggest economy in Europe. Tuesday, we have GDP numbers coming out of Great Britain. Expect the FTSE and the pound to move off of that one. Pretty significant numbers. Definitely a highlight event. However, right after that, about 4 hours later, we have durable goods orders coming out of the U.S. Expect the U.S. stock markets and the U.S. dollar to be greatly influenced by this, meaning that we may see the British pound U.S. dollar pair move drastically during Tuesday. We could, if we get things lined up the right way, we could move drastically in one direction or the other. Consumer confidence comes out a little later as well. New home sales comes out. Do not anticipate that to move the market, but consumer confidence can move the stock markets quite drastically. Aussie CPI rounds out the day, and that, of course, could be a big mover for the Australian dollar itself. As we go into the back half of the week, around on Hump Day on Wednesday, you can see interest rate decision coming out of New Zealand. Probably won't move much beyond the New Zealand dollar if you do not have access to that. Probably not a whole lot to look for that day. German unemployment comes out on Thursday. That's a pretty big one, too, as far as the DAX and the euro is concerned. We have a couple of numbers like PPI coming out of Australia later on in Thursday, probably not a big mover. And then Friday, we have CPI year over year coming out of the European Union. Expect that to be a big mover of the euro and the DAX and the CAC. And then a little later on, we have GDP coming out of the United States. That, of course, will move the stock markets and the U.S. dollar in general. So having said all of that, as I look at this late Friday, you can see that the S&P is struggling a little bit. Makes sense. This is an area that was resistive previously, the 2060 level. What we anticipate is initially the market will probably drop early in the week, and then we should get some news that will move us higher. After all, we are still in an uptrend. It's not as vigorous as it once was, but pullback should offer value in the S&P 500. Of course, if we clear just go straight up, that of course is a positive sign as well. At this moment in time, we have no interest in buying puts in the S&P 500. We believe that 2000 down here will be a massive floor. Kind of a similar situation here in the gold markets. You can see over here there's a lot of noise, and we're kind of banging up against the 1300 level, so quite frankly, we wouldn't be surprised at all to see a bit of a drop before buyers came back in. Most certainly have seen a change in attitude over the last month. But, like anything else, it can't go straight up. We need to have pullbacks from time to time. It looks like we'll probably get one early in the week. Look for supportive candles. Those should be your signals to start buying gold again via calls. You can see that the FTSE is a little overextended as well. 6850 seems to be pretty resistive. Pull back to about 6750. Maybe even 6000 or 6700 would do us some good, so we can build up momentum. This has been a straight shot higher, obviously a little overdone. Still bullish of the FTSE and still believe that we will break this 6900 level. We just need a little bit of a breather to pick up more buyers, to pick up more momentum, to continue going higher. With that, we've taken a look at the upcoming January 26th trading week and anticipate quite a bit of volatility, but the general positive feelings should remain out there. We just need to take a little bit of a breather, and that is perfectly healthy in an uptrend. You need to pull back. You need to give people a chance to re-enter the market, more people pushing us higher.